Hello everybody, so we are doing another crochet project. This time we're going to be making a foo or foe, cute little mascot guy from FGO, cuz I don't know, I thought it'd be cute. I don't know. Made moonless, might as well make the FGO guy. I'm still a novice at crocheting, so this project won't be like like a tutorial or anything, and I'm basically following a tutorial for something completely different, because whenever I look at Fo, sorry, I'm gonna mess up his name, so forgive me, but whenever I look at him, I'm like, that's like a cat, rabbit, dog, fox thing. So I'm like, what kind of animal is similar to that? And I was gonna try to find a tutorial, like a crochet tutorial that was about like making one of those animals, and then I'd like Frankenstein it together to make him. But then I remembered that there's this crochet artist that I have their page saved, and they're called Strings Away, and I followed one of their tutorials before. I've made a little chingling. Her website is mostly like a lot of Pokemon patterns. It might all be Pokemon patterns, but I realized that Foe is built very similar to Flareon. Her tutorials are like really easy to follow, they're very simple, and I figured with just some creative changes on my part, I could make him look like Foe, because Flareon and Foe are like similar in shape in my opinion. So I'm gonna be doing that. This isn't necessarily like a tutorial on how to make it. This is kind of like when I made Moonless, it's gonna be kind of a diary of me showing stuff, but since there is a tutorial that's free to the public to follow, I will do my best to explain the things that I do change. Also, we're using a different camera. I'm using the camera that I use for like my like whenever I do art streams or stuff like that, because I wanted to see if like the more stationary look looked better, or if I liked the more like spontaneity of using my phone. But this is also easier for me because I don't have to do a middleman of sending my stuff from my phone to my computer. This is just easier. On the sides are all the like extra little colors that we're gonna be using, and then obviously he's mostly white, so it's just gonna be a lot of white. But yeah, I hope this is fun. I hope this is easy to follow along, and tell me if you prefer this camera or not. We'll find out together, I guess. Wee. Okay, so the head shape is done. Not really sure which way it's supposed to face, but we got one. Got a head. It might actually be this way. What's next? The body. Cool beans. Yeah, we're gonna just be following this as well. There won't really be changes until like we start doing like the additional, like the arms and the feet, like ears. Besides like color changes, that's all pretty much gonna be the same. Okay, so I don't know what happened. I recorded a whole thing where I showed like after I made the ears, because the ears were like our first big changes besides doing everything in white. This is our first big change in like I'm doing special things. Woo! So I don't know what happened to it. So unfortunately, you're just gonna have to deal with me explaining a picture. So pretty much, I followed the tutorial for making the ears for Flareon, except I believe I did the first 4 rounds with the light blue color for the tips of his ears, and then the rest of it was white. And then for the inner purple bits, for Flareon, I believe Strings Away just used like felt. And I have purple felt, but it was a bit too dark, so I'm like, oh, I'll use yarn. So basically what I did was, before I added the ears to the head, I went inside the ear with the purple and basically stringed the purple up and down the ears like a violin or a cello kind of strings, and then I like wrapped around them twice at the top to kind of like cinch it more, and I just secured it and like tied a knot and hid them inside the ear. And it's pretty stable. At most, the only other things I think I would do would be like glue the purple bits down, but I think they also look fine as is, so I don't know. There's a big jump between me just having a head and then me having like an entire body made. I pretty much, again, I just followed the Flareon pattern. It's just instead of doing everything in orange, I did everything in white. And I didn't want to just keep doing segments where I'm like, oh, I made some arms. Oh, I made some feet. And then it was just like, bye. That seemed kind of redundant to me. So we're gonna go from having a head to there's a whole little creature. And yeah, I'd just, if you're trying to make one with me, just make Flareon but white and you'll be up to speed. But yeah, sorry that I just lost that footage. I don't freaking know what happened to it. But anyway, back to video me with movement. Ooh. Alright, so it's been a little bit. I made the tail, as you can see, and I sewed on all the other appendages. I just haven't sewn the tail. And he still sits. Granted, this camera isn't the best to show that off, but he does sit. He's very cute. He does much like fit in my hand, which is nice. The reason I'm showing you all this before adding the tail, because oh god, hold on. Song was going ham. Anyway. But yeah, so the reason why I'm showing you him before sewing the tail on is because I wanted to interject in case you're like trying to make one with me or something. If you follow what Strings Away does, her tail, she doesn't, hold on, let me unpin it. So, here, hold on. Blech. So like, I had mine like this. Hers, she has it more like this. Which works for Flareon, but I think for Foe, this works better. And then once it's sewn on, I can brush it. And hopefully it'll look all fluffy. And then if it looks okay, I might brush the sides of the ears, since Foe is like very fluffy on the sides of the ears. I also might just leave it, I don't know. So from here, we basically have the face and his little cloak, and then like his hair. The hair is definitely going to be like trial and error, because I'm going to just, I'll be honest, I'm just going to try to like thread loops in with white yarn and then like somehow secure them and then cut them and brush them the way I did with like Moonless. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I'm very excited for him so far. Yay. Okay, so a lot has changed about him. Well, kind of, not really. So he has little hairs now. So as you can see, the eyes are not on. These are just little felt squares that I cut. Because I'm so mad. Oh my god, I'm so freaking mad. So, hold on. Let me show you. I have a bunch of buttons. I have so many buttons. Just so many buttons. So I was looking through my buttons and I'm like, I don't have a bunch of purple ones, but like I gotta have like something, right? I find the most perfect little purple button for his eyeballs. Like it's the perfect size, perfect shade, like it's everything. But I only have one. And it's so upsetting. Like freaking like perfect size, perfect everything, but I only have one. Then I was saying, like, crap, what am I gonna do? I try to make, like, kind of how his eyes look, in, like, his art, try to make, like, anime eyes and draw them on felt, but I made him so small, I'm like, I don't know if I can really do that well, so I decided to kind of opt for, like, I don't know, like, because I have purple felt, so I'm like, maybe I can just do little squares. So, like, but I think those look okay, but I also have these little buttons, because I don't have tiny black buttons either. Like, I have one, but it doesn't have a twin, so it's like, crap. But I have these, like, little buttons that have, like, a little gemstone in the middle. It kind of made me think of, like, his April Fool's art. That's what it made me think of. And I'm like, well, maybe these would work. But I don't know. I feel like, on one hand, I feel like they work, and then on another hand, I feel like they're kind of ridiculous. So, like, here, hold on. Let me give you the full effect. Okay, obviously this isn't, like, the perfect placement for them. Hold on, let me fix this hair. Ugh. Mess. You're a mess, little guy. See, this is the other option, which, like, I kind of like these, but I also feel like they're ridiculous. So I feel like little felt squares make more sense. It also helps, you know, he has purple eyes. And then, like, with these, I would just, like, hot glue them on. I don't know, I feel like these work better. But, well, there's too many things on here. Wait, I'm so mad about this freaking purple button, you don't even know. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but I tried to explain how I was doing the loops for making, our little guy, our little guy's hair, and I feel like I explained it, like, really poorly, so let me do it again. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just going, like, along his head and adding loops. So I know it's see, because camera not good and everything's white, but you're gonna want, like, a really long piece. So, like, I ran out of the first one, so we'll, like, it through. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back in. Sorry, God, this camera's so bad. You're gonna go back through that stitch, like, literally same exact way, but this time you're not going to, like, pull it flush with everything. You're gonna leave you're going to leave a loop. Now, as it is right now, if we continue to make another loop, it would pull when we would brush it because nothing's securing it. So you're gonna go through it again one final time. This time you are going to pull it tight so it's flush with the head. But make sure you don't take any of your other loops with you, my lord. Just a tangle of loops. But yeah, I feel like I explained that poorly and I just kept thinking about it. And I'm like, I need to do that again. Now I have this long loop, and even if I pull on it, this end will move a little bit because it's the beginning, but it won't go anywhere. Like, all of these, they're not going anywhere because they're all secured. And then when I'm done, I'm going to cut the loop. Like, every loop I'm going to cut at the bottom and the middle and then brush it. Don't just brush it while it still loops. I don't think that would look nice. But yeah, hopefully that made more sense. I just felt really bad. I just kept thinking, I'm like, Sarah, you did not explain that well. Go back. Go back. Try again. Again, I'm sorry that the camera isn't super great, but I hope that made more sense. I don't know if I'm gonna just cut out the original explanation I made or what, but yeah, I don't know. Have fun. Y'all, get my son, get my baby boy, look at him, oh my god, he's so cute, oh my god, I can't, oh god, but yeah, at most, I think the only other things I would do to him would be maybe to like brush the sides of his ears and maybe the tail more so it's like fluffier. But oh my god. He's so cute. He's so freaking cute. Oh my god. Okay. So I think I mentioned at one point that I was gonna make the cloak from like fabric scraps and felt, right? The blue that I had in mind, I can't find it. So I'm like, ah crap. I guess I have to crochet. Okay. So if you wanted to know how I did this, cause like I said, I don't really know how to like freehand anything, but there was one project that I made for a relative where I made them a plush bat, right? And the wings were basically flat. So I took what I learned from those wings and like making like a crappy like granny square thing when I first started crocheting, and I made the little cloak. So basically I chained until it fit around him. Like I think for like his neck up here I chained 24 for the first round. And then the second round, I went back through and single crocheted through every single one. And then at the end, I chained 2. And then I would turn my work and then start crocheting in the chain that was next to the hook. And I just kept repeating that, single crocheting, going to the end, chaining 2, turning around. I just kept doing that until it got to whatever length I wanted for this. And then this, the white part, I just chained a random amount that fit, and then just single crocheted. I didn't chain or anything. This I think was only like 3 rounds, I think. But actually I kind of made this a little big. It's kind of loose on him, but I didn't feel like undoing it. Because then I would have to start all over. But yeah, he's done. Oh my god, he's so... where does this... Okay, not there. Where's this... And look at him. Look at him. Oh god, don't knock over the little anime women. Oh god. But yeah, he's done. I will insert like nicer pictures of him. And he's so cute. He fits in my hand. He's literally like as big as my hand. I have small hands, so take with that what you will. Yeah, he's smaller than my Moonless. I think with his ears he's like as tall as her technically. But yeah, he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Little fool. Little dude. Oh my god, my baby is so cute. Oh, and yeah, I did end up going with the felt eyes. I don't know, I think the purple works best. I don't know. Done. He's done. He's so freaking cute. I hope you like him as much as I like him, because I really like him. I like him very much. Enjoy the pictures. I hope this video made sense. I don't even know. I feel like every time I updated, it was very random. I don't know if I'll do this camera next time. I'll have to see how this looks when I edit it. Anyway, have a nice day. Goodbye. I hope you like my baby. He's so cute. He's so freaking cute.